ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Jameis to throw it. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. From the gun, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady. So after the INT, it's Brady. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brady now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston now. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Winston escaping the pressure right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And he fends him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us, let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt. Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal. I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Airing this one out for Evans. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Brady. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him? Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable. Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. On first down, Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down. Again, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 10-3. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Kyle Rudolph with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 17-3. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Evans' 1,000-yard streak to start his career remains intact. It is now at 8 years strong. And in his 8th season, came a career-high 14 touchdown catches as well. Another similar season, and Mike Evans will cross the 10,000-yard milestone this year. Easy 1st down pickup for the superstar wideout.
2nd down and 7. Throwing now is Brady. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. shotgun now for Brady. Touchdown! Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Winston to give. It's Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Saints on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Winston. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll go to cancel out a very nice return on the punt.
And that one was a hold. And I don't know what the percentages are between holding calls and illegal blocks in the back, but both of them go a long way towards wiping out nice returns.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady. Dancing to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On the screen, Bernard. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Evans. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Brady now to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point put through by Succop. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They go play action. Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Winston on 3rd and 2. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Down inside the 10. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here's Brady. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen? As we send you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, if they score here, this one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. First down, Winston.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Winston. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Man open, here is Jones.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston now. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Winston. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Gets around him, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Fournette, a first down carry.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Throwing now is Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
There's Chris Olave.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. To the air again with Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston.
Olave holds it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Second and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he completed 7 straight passes before that one as it falls incomplete and puts a halt to that streak. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 85 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And they take a knee.